You guys are probably going to get the notification. And is Amanda Rebecca on here yet? And Jackie?
Hello.
Jackie, is that you?
Yep, and I see Amanda.
Okay. I have such a glare. I can kind of see, but kind of not. I see Amanda, but no picture. So it might not be her, Amanda.
Yeah, hi, sorry,
there
I'm
she
here.
is. I see her.
Amanda,
Hey.
yeah.
All right, everybody. Well, hello and happy March. And I don't know about you, but I swear months just keep flying by. It's like COVID's a time warp, and time just seems almost insignificant because it goes so fast. So we are coming up to an exciting month in Color Street. March is always exciting because it's typically when our spring line comes out, which is super fun and exciting. We're kind of coming off winter months, which I'm sure many of you have seen, especially these past couple months. It's been a lot slower than what we're used to seeing. And if your business was not, kudos to you and your business, but don't let that lose hope. Oftentimes they call it J months. J months can be a little bit slower. And this year it seems like it definitely was slower and kind of carried into February. I'm hearing that trend across all different businesses with sales. I don't know why, if it's just something with COVID, if it's people aren't getting those extra checks anymore, and people are just spending their money on traveling now. I'm not sure, but I think we are going to see good things come back again in March with our spring line, with more nail care that we're going to see. How many people ordered the nail polish remover? How many people have used?
I am this month.
Yay. It is nice. I tell you. Oh, you know what? I didn't introduce myself. I'm Debbie Bry. Raise your hand if it's your first call that you've ever been on, first team call. Anybody? I'm looking for hands. If you have your cameras off, I would love for you to turn it on. We don't care what you look like. We don't care if your hair is messy or if you're in your pajamas. If you're going to the bathroom, you can keep it off. We've seen a lot of those COVID faux pas on Zoom, but other than that, it's so much better being the person talking to see faces. It makes it way more exciting, especially right now, because we're going to do recognition. And it's way more fun to see faces when we do recognition than when we go to the training. Then I'm going to share my screen and we're not going to see people anyway. But if you're willing to turn your camera on, we would love to see your face. So I really don't want to meet you guys during recognition because it's so fun to be able to cheer. But if it gets loud, we're going to have to mute. So if you know you have a noisy background, just mute yourself. All right. If you know you have a TV on or, family in the background. Otherwise, if you're in a quieter location, let's try to keep it on so it's more fun and exciting when Jackie McGowan celebrates everybody. So, I forgot for recognition, we are sharing the screen. So hang on one second.
We are? Okay, super
Yeah,
cool.
then you can see the, give me a sec. That's not the screen I wanted. Hang on. Right? Did you see it?
Yes.
Okay, let me do a full view. Okay. All right, so Senior Executive Jackie McGowan is going to help us celebrate all of our, or not all, but some of our wins for last month. All right, Jackie, go ahead. I'll mute myself.
Hi, Jeff. Hi, Deb. I'm so excited to be here, you guys. I have missed everybody. I'm coming in from Florida, still trying to get used to my new location, still can't wrap my head around being in a different area. But I am delighted and honored to be able to announce and celebrate our February recognition. So if you are a new stylist in the past 30 days, please raise your hand, but we may not be able to see you. So also type your name in the chat. We want to welcome you to Team Beautifully Polished. So congratulations on becoming a Color Street stylist. Deb, I can't see the chat though when we see your your slide. So could you maybe see the chat? I know you're muted. Okay, maybe now I see something. So maybe if I click on chat, then I will. Okay. All right, so now I'm seeing it. I don't know if you changed something, if it was me, but thank you, Debbie. All right, I also would love to celebrate the Jumpstart Achievers. And you know what? I'm going to do it a little bit differently because I feel like so many of you have earned it and it may not have been in the last month. So if you ever earned a Jumpstart for sales, raise your hand and type your name in the chat. You can even tell us which Jumpstart you earned. So if you earned sales, you can write Jumpstart 35, 65, or 95. And if you are a Jumpstart achiever, if you're a Jumpstart Achiever for sponsoring or enrolling or what we call team building, because you've grown a team, you've offered the business blessing, and someone has joined Color Street along with you, and you've linked arms to help that person, raise your hand and type your name and let us know which Jumpstart for enrolling that you earned. Jumpstart 35, 65, or 95. Remember, again, this is for February, and I know March starts a brand new Jumpstart program. If you
obviously, once the line clears to neutral,
Not yet, but
yeah, just getting neutral. We're gonna have you steer, so there's a speed bump right there, so we're not trying to push it up for a speed bump. And then we'll get a lane.
all right. Yeah, I told him if I could put a cup,
Is
I'm gonna come
Joan
in.
there? Can she?
I know, sorry, I'm trying to find Joan.
We'll get you there.
Joan, I know you're driving.
Yeah, we've been on the road all day and
Yeah.
been coming up the interstate, and they had a wreck back,
Yeah.
and we sat for like 35
Yeah,
minutes.
this craziness doesn't help.
Yeah.
Go and pop in neutral.
Joan, are you there?
Thanks for muting. I appreciate it. Okay, where was I? Jumpstart Achievers. Oh, March started a new Jumpstart program. And if you're not quite sure about Jumpstart, stay tuned because we're going to go through a whole bunch of fun stuff tonight and you're going to be able to ask questions. There's also an area in the virtual office where you can look up the new Jumpstart program. It's in the resources library of your virtual office. Okay. Deb, I think I see top new senior stylists. I did not see. Okay, I'm just going to read these because I did not see that in our slides. The top 10 in PV. So, wow, congratulations to Courtney Huther, $4,140 in PV for the month of February. Darlene Lavoie, $3,732, incredible. Congratulations. Janice Hayes, $2,609 for the month of February. Katie Herm, I know Katie is working on earning that trip. Congratulations, Katie, on $2,510. Trina Sovereign at $2,434. Congratulations to Stephanie Blaskevich, $2,430. Absolutely incredible. Erica Robinette is also a double comma mama, $2,296. Suzanne, I don't want to say your last name wrong, but I'm going to try it. Lanson, $2,235. Absolutely incredible. Isabel Saucy, $2,027.
Thanks.
And
I'm just waiting
congratulations
for it to cool down.
at $2,002. Absolutely incredible. Way too much.
Yay. That's amazing.
Crazy awesome.
Yes.
All right, next slide.
I know,
please.
just
I
it
didn't
takes
have
me
the
a second
top
with the
10.
mouse. There we go.
Okay, top 8 and enrolling. Absolutely incredible. Wow. Congratulations. Huge shout out to Joelle Pratt, enrolled 8 teammates in the month of February. Congratulations to Isabel Saucy, who enrolled 4 new teammates. Congratulations to Katie Bouchard, who also enrolled 4 new teammates in the month of February. Congratulations to Joanne LeBron, who enrolled 3 new teammates. Vanessa Valencourt, who also enrolled 3 new teammates. Andrea Fortin, 3 new teammates. Katya Emond, 3, and Haley Cameron, 3 new teammates, you guys. Absolutely amazing. Congratulations on changing lives and linking arms with others.
So good. Give me a sec. There we go.
All right. And now this is so fun. I love our promotions. Huge congratulations to these teammates who have earned a new pin. So when you promote, you get a new pin and the potential to earn extra income also. So congratulations to our new senior stylists. So proud of you. Laura Dofner, Jessica Spafford, Linda St. Hilaire, and Isabel Southey. I'm sure I'm
Way to go.
massacring these names.
Names are the hardest job.
Oh, that's why I was like, Deb, no, I don't want to do recognition.
Hang on, sorry.
I'll do anything for you. Oh my gosh. Circle of Excellence Achievers. Well, which one? Oh, you wanted me to do team leaders? Okay, I'll follow you. I'll follow you anywhere, Debbie Bry. And team leaders, congratulations. They earned a pin. Gosh, not only a pin, but they make not only more money when you hit team leader, you also get the option to place people. I don't know what's going to happen in the month of March though, so stay tuned because we're going to talk about that. You have corporate leads and also an invitation to attend an extra day at conference. So that is super special. Congratulations to Kelly Schroff
Congrats,
and
ladies.
Bergeron. Absolutely incredible. And we are so excited for you to be part of our leadership membership. So thank you.
Love it.
And this is one of my favorites, Circle of Excellence Achievers. Incredible. These ladies have offered the business blessing and have had 2 people join their team this month. They also get a special bracelet and charm and a cash bonus somewhere between $100 up to $400 in US money, or $125 and up to $505 in Canadian. So congratulations to Circle of Excellence Achievers, Haley Cameron, Katia Emond, Joelle Pratt, and Isabel Southey. Awesome job.
Yes. And I think it's important to mention here too, Jackie, that this was the last month for it, this past month. People have asked and they're going to reevaluate. They've done it for a while now, and it's important to always change things up. So stay tuned. They'll find something. You know, I think right now we're trying to get the new comp plan rolled out. And then they will reevaluate what type of extra incentive. But so these were the final 4 people on our team to earn the final last month of Circle of Excellence.
Huge, huge accomplishment. Nice job, ladies.
Now, this one I will preface with, I really hope this is right because I do not have a sheet. Like, they haven't given us a report. So I ran this report the best I could according to what I could see with numbers. So I really hope, and I don't know how to get rid of the box at the bottom because it's covering a couple of the names. I'm hoping that just goes away, but it's not.
You know what, Deb? From my view, there's nothing covering it
Oh,
up.
so it's just me. Okay.
It
All
might
right,
be
good.
just you. Okay, so we've got 34 beautifully polished Riviera Maya Point Achievers. And I'm going to go ahead and read through these names kind of quickly, but I wish I could hug all of you guys. I have earned all of the incentive trips, and I'm going to tell you, there's nothing like an incentive trip. It's mind-blowingly awesome. So congratulations to all of you. Darlene Lavoie, Courtney Huther, Janice Hayes, Erica Robinette, Kelly Schroff, Tracy Wilson, Annie Metavere, Katia Emond, Stephanie Bleskevich, Cassie Haymaker, Jackie Haran, Trina Sovereign, Haley Cameron, Jesse's Girl, MB Cameron, Haley Looney, Dina Doyle, Isabel Bluto, Joelle Pratt, Jessica Mitchell, also known as Jessica Gouvenier on Facebook, Stephanie Fratton, Dawn Klingerman, Nada Tremblay, Deb Meeks, Crystalline Musselman, Dana Stern, Jennifer Trejo, Simone Ridley, Sarah Chrysler, Amanda Rebecca, Julie Herazi, I'm not sure, sorry.
Rossi.
Sorry, Kaylee, thank you. Rossi?
Yes.
Okay. April Shook gets to hear her name twice. Brittany Forga and Helene Bulow LaFond. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome.
you.
Congratulations.
Yay! Sorry,
We
April
cannot
on
wait
there
to see
twice.
Pictures of you guys on the beach.
I have April on there twice.
No, I said her name twice.
Oh, yay, congrats. And I will tell you, it is the last month. Again, we want to point that out, the last month to achieve this trip. So if you are close, you know, continue working for that. And I'm literally, as we have this call, on my husband's incentive trip in Maui. I'll give you a quick little view. There's nothing better than incentive trips from companies. And I've been on Color Streets, all of Color Street so far, and I've been on his for, I don't know, 20 some years. Here, hang on for a sec. And I'll show you my view. As we're talking, I'm watching whales out my window. So the whales are just everywhere right now because it's mating season. There's our pool and the hotel. Can you guys see it? It looks dark to me. Oh no. Can you guys see that?
It's a little bit dark, but I saw the water.
So everybody trips are amazing. So it's a huge perk that comes along with, well, direct sales in particular, and Color Street has really done them right. So definitely try to earn them. Riviera Maya. All right, now I'm pitch dark and I don't even know why. Okay, Jackie, was that our last one?
Yep.
Okay, let me go back because now.
I write to you today with heavy heart. I'll go
Okay.
through Robert's death.
So I'm gonna mute you guys now. Now we definitely.
My father has been charged with treason. He conspired with Robert's brothers against my beloved Geoffrey and tried to steal his.
Okay, there we go. All right. So thank you so much for doing that, Jackie. That is so exciting, seeing everybody's numbers and all the stuff that happened in February. And like I said, we know that February is a little bit slower than most months. And to know that those people, and there's so much more. I hope you guys read the newsletter. I have a new format with birthdays and anniversaries. So be sure you open it. It's exciting to see all that stuff for yourself, for people you've enrolled. So I emailed it. I still have to post it in Facebook, but it's everybody should have got it through an email the other day. All right, now let's move on to something so exciting, which is our new comp plan. And again, kind of like last month, I know last month was slow and it can be overwhelming. I realize the new comp plan can be overwhelming and scary because it's new. Trust me, I have leaders and sideline sisters and all sorts of people. Everyone's kind of up in the air because it's the unknown, right? We don't know what to really make of it because we're not in it yet. I get it. But, you know, we've all heard the expression of trust the process. We really got to just trust the process here, that I think it's going to be really, really good. And there's a lot of benefits that come along with this new comp plan. If you're new and you're wondering why in the world are we getting a new comp plan, or even if you've been around, the company's been here, since 2017 now. And it was the comp plan that was written back then. It worked back then. But Mr. Park wants long-term growth. He wants this company to last and last and last. So in order to do that, you have to sometimes evaluate where the money's been allocated, how people are earning money, and redo it in order to make longevity with the company, to make people stay more interested. There was, you know, our current comp plan, once you got to a certain level, there was no increase in pay. After you hit executive or national, all those gemstones, sapphire and all that, they did not make a pay increase. They also found holes in the comp plan lower. People were working really hard to hit different levels, and they'd make about $20 difference with having a heck of a lot of a big jump to get to that level. We weren't seeing wins early enough. So our retention wasn't great because people were leaving because they weren't seeing enough to keep them there. So they realized all this, and our new plan is taking all this into account. And so it's really going to be a good plan that's going to keep people, especially people who want to build a business, that are going to be able to keep on making more and more money all the way up. Okay, continuously making more money. Okay, so today we'll talk about strategies with the new plan, implementing it, and tools and training for your support. And again, we're not getting into the real far out details of like all the different ranks and everything, just so you know, and we'll mention it again, but that's something, you know, to set up a call with your upline leader. If you want more detail, we have to give a generic one with the basic things that we're all going to see right away. Okay. All right. So one of the biggest things right now is mindset. Again, I know people are like, I see now things are changing. You're making less when you sign up. You're doing this. Just, you got to have an open mind. You've got to, oh gosh, what did they say on our leader call today? Oh, instead of, I loved how they talked to us today and they said something about being curious. Something new is in front of us. Instead of right away knocking it down, be curious about it and learn about it. Curiosity can be a great thing and it can help you learn a lot more and give you a positive attitude. So go into the comp plan curious, find out the answers and see how it can benefit you and people on the team. So with this new comp plan comes new mindset. Sales are going to be way more rewarded than they used to be. The old comp plan, yes, Color Street wants to build leaders. They want to build teams because that's what's obviously going to keep everything up and moving, right? But a lot of focus was on enrolling. Now there's going to be a lot more emphasis and more rewards for people with sales. Not everybody comes into it and wants to build a team, or some people are building a team and have high sales, but they still don't see necessarily rewards for it. So sales are going to be way more rewarded in this new one. We are a product focused business. We're a party planning business. We are made on the structure of business as party planning and sales. Okay. When you share the business opportunity with others, the new mindset, if you bring in new people, is to build your team really wide and keep new people close to you. And again, if you haven't brought anybody in, I know that may not make sense to you, but before we kind of built these, we built people deeper. So it's a little bit different if you've been building a team, you understand that, but now they're saying build wide because those people you bring in the business, keep them close to you because they're going to learn from you. If you're bringing them in, you obviously have things to share with them. So keep them close to you and you'll get rewarded for it. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about the main thing that everybody sees right away is going to be our commission. Our commission is going to be different now. You will see now we have, when someone signs up, great, they sign up. If you enroll somebody that says, hey, I just want to get the discount. I just want to be able to get nails for my friends or for myself. Great, you can have 15% off. It's better than paying full price, right? Or you could host and get free and half off nails. But if you're just wanting the discount, you get a 15% discount. That's amazing. It's 15% more than they would get if they were just buying it off the website. However, now Color Street is going to recognize the people that are going beyond just the discount and working their business by probably doing at least one party a week to get you $300 in sales. If you have 300 PV, that's one party. Now you are bringing in customers. Now you are talking to people about it. Now you're sharing the product with others. So Color Street is now going to award you that 25% commission. So you want to get the discount, great. But if you want to get more of a discount, you want to get 25% off, then share it with at least 10 friends a month that are doing buy three, get one. I don't know, tell your friends, hey, if you sign up, or if I sign up and do this, you want the discount, then you 10 people are going to all commit to doing a buy three, get one. If you want to do it that way, great. You get your 25% off and boom. But the new 25% is to get people who are actively working their business a better discount. Before it was called bonus qualified at 300, but there was really no bonus if you hit 300. Now there is. You get an extra 10% off your nails or extra 10% in commission. Big thing, our enhanced commissions are now going to be at a lower level. Now at 600, you can earn that extra 5%, where it used to be 1,200. They've cut it in half. You will see 30% off when you do $600, which again is about 2 average nail bars. So now again, they're rewarding you at an earlier level. That's probably a couple parties a month for doing more in your sales. Then you can get up to 1,800 or at 1,800 sales, you can get another 5%, where that used to be 2,400. They dramatically dropped where you can hit those early on commissions. So if you sell 1,800 a month, you are earning 35% commission every single month. All right. Leaders, I hope you're in there with the chat and can be answering questions if there's questions. If you have some, go ahead and type it in the chat. If there's time at the end, we'll try to open it up for some questions. Otherwise, type in the chat and leaders can be responding to the answers as we go. All right. Next we have, okay, in order to get these sales, I don't know if you've been paying attention on Connect the Dots or some of the trainings now. We've always talked about Color 10. Color Street is really kind of emphasizing now this 10-2-1, meaning you're going to make 10 connections or color 10 people a week, 10 brand new people that you have not talked to the business about yet or shared Color Street with yet. 2 business conversations a week, offering the business to 2 people and holding 1 nail bar a week. That is a formula for moving your business along and having success. For sure, you can do less if you want to. For sure, you can do more if you want to. But if you want to build, this is the numbers they are giving you to connect to 10 people, hold 2 business conversations and 1 nail bar a week, and you will see your business take off. Okay. All right. So jump starts. Jump starts, they're totally different now in the sense that I think they're so much better. I'm so excited about them. So the Jumpstart, anybody who signed up, if you have someone who enrolled or if someone on here enrolled March 1st, that is when the new Jumpstart went into effect. Let's be honest. I mean, I do the Strong Start call all the time, and though the numbers we had are doable, I did them. I know plenty of people, you saw people commenting there, plenty of us did them, but boy, you have to work hard. That 1,000 and 1,500 more, 1,500 more, you know, that was a lot. What they've done is they've lowered our amounts. So it allows people to have wins early on. It allows a new stylist that comes in to have success with a 500 PV. So probably, again, 2 nail bars. It might be even a launch and 1 more nail bar. And they would have hit that first jump start, which is at $50 or 65 Canadian, that you are getting back in product credit, that you can order whatever you want. And that's in your first 35 days. Now, it used to be cumulative. It is not now. People may be wondering, why isn't it? Because I know oftentimes that first month, people have a launch party, they book a whole bunch of parties, they take off, all their friends and family want to buy. So your sales might be higher. And I get that, and Color Street gets that, but they're also promoting the idea of consistency. If you book a launch party and 2 more nail bars in your first month, they want you to learn to be consistent and then book 3 nail bars for the next month and book 3 nail bars for the next month. So by encouraging you to do that, so if your friends are saying, I want to buy now, I want to buy now, you could say, hey, I'd love for you to buy. Why don't you be my hostess for next month? Say that to those friends, and then they could be that hostess to help you get the 500 for the next month. What this is doing is it's giving you the new people consistency on learning how to book parties from parties and keep your business rolling. So you always have those parties on the books, okay? So each month you hit it. Your first 35 days, you do 500, you get a $50 product credit, or 65. Your next 30, another one, next 30, another one. But then they have a consistency reward. So if you hit all 3 of them, and now you have the swing of this, now you know, okay, every month I want to keep booking those 2 and 3 nail bars. You hit all 3 levels, you get $150 or $190 in Canadian product credit. So that is amazing. I love that idea of the consistency. If you enroll the person who's hitting jump starts, when you enroll someone who hits it, you will get a $25 product credit yourself every time they hit one. That's pretty darn cool too, right? Just for teaching them to do what's going to make their business work, you get a product credit. Then the enrolling part. So this is different. Before we had enrolling that went along. Before you could get for 1 enroller, 3 enrollers, and then becoming a team leader. Now there's nothing to do with promotions here. It's unlimited here now. Now with the new Jumpstart, if you enroll a new stylist and they have 1,000 PV in their first 95 days, and again, they should have 1,500 PV if they're trying to earn all 3 Jumpstarts. So it's actually less than what they have to have. If they have 1,000 their first 95 days, you would earn $50 product credit or 65 Canadian. And you can do it as many times as you enroll people. So let's say people who enroll 8 people a month. If all 8 people, they earn or they sell 1,000 PV, boom, $50. They're earning for all those new people that just enrolled. So imagine how that could accumulate, more so than before when we had a cap on how many enrollers you could have, how many enrollees. All right, so I hope that makes sense. Remember that started March 1st, and it's a brilliant way to jumpstart us right into getting these early wins again for our new stylists. Oops, okay, Senior Executive Amanda Rebecca is going to take over now and talk a bit about the rank changes.
All right. Hi, guys. Can everyone hear me okay?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. All right, cool. So yes, I'm Amanda Rebecca, and I've been with Deb for a long time. We've been doing trainings as leaders on the team. So I'm really excited to share with you guys a little bit more detail about the rank structure. I do just want to preface though, and I know all of us that came in that had this little book, our old, what was this called? Road to Success, doesn't have that name anymore, but this was, I know Jackie will tell you, this was like our Bible. So I learned this thing as much as I possibly could, and it took me a long time. So I just encourage you, if this is your first time listening to anything about the comp plan, it's going to seem overwhelming. I mean, I think I heard the 5 times is how many times I've heard it before I did this and did some research on my own. So I just encourage you to, while this isn't our thing anymore, to take a look at some of the assets in the back office and, take screenshots of what we're showing you guys today. I don't know if we'll be getting new Bibles, whoever put that on the iPhone, but those who enroll will. I forget what it's called, color something, someone might know. But it does take a while to get used to. So that's why Debbie said, we're going to go over the basics today. We may go a little bit above that, but definitely check out this information for yourself. Listen to our replay. Lisa's doing trainings on it from the corporate end. Just do what you can to soak it in, because every time I listen to anything about the comp plan, I absorb something else new. So that's just my little PSA, because it can be very, very, very overwhelming. Okay. And I like numbers, and this stuff I like these types of things make sense for me, graphic organizers. So I know for some people that's not the case. Okay, so let's get started with the new plan with the more ranks. So one of the things, as Debbie had talked about before, is corporate really wanted to put an emphasis on ranking up and allowing that to be the case without having to have a team. So part of the new structure is to have more ranks. So that's why when we go to the next slide and we see the gazillion ranks, it might look overwhelming at first, but it's really meant for people to be able to take smaller steps and see income changes at the different steps. So we'll talk about what those income changes will be, but really lowering the structure requirements at different rank levels as well was something that was a priority for corporate, and also, increasing that earning potential. So it's totally different. I mean, we've never been able to have a rank change at Color Street without having to have a team. So I am so excited about this. To me, this coupled with Jumpstart is really going to help new stylists get off to a strong start. I know this has been, shared in leader calls, but our retention rate was on the lower end in this industry, and the goal is to increase that. We want people to win fast and want to stay and build a strong business with Color Street. So that's the intention. They're not lowering the amount that they're paying out, but they are changing and reallocating some of the funds. And I think that's an important thing to know as well. So go ahead, Debbie, you want to go to the next? I'm not going to go over each of these quite yet, but these are just kind of sharing some of the different ranks within there, because this is like the motherboard, right? This is like showing you all the different crazy ranks that we now have. And a lot of them are new. Everything that is in yellow is a new title. But some of the old titles are totally different. Like, for instance, if you're familiar with what a senior stylist is, in the old plan that required 2 teammates, you plus 2 teammates, and I don't even want to get into volumes and that, but it was a different structure. Somebody can promote to a senior stylist without having a single person on their team. They can have one that contributes to volume, but it's not a must. So it's really exciting to see that. Again, imagine somebody comes in and sells 500 in their first month, hits that jump start, so excited. They did their launch, they booked a party. I know as an enroller, I'm excited about this, because before I was pushing launch plus 4, 1,000 in sales, and really trying to help my stylist get off, my new stylist to get off to a super strong start, which we want to do. But this jumpstart plus these new rank changes are really going to help us to ease them in and help them really build the skills that are required to build a long-lasting business. So a senior stylist now needs 700 in PV. So if they sell 500 in their first month, and maybe that second month they're on a roll, they've booked another party and they hit that 700 threshold. Imagine if they hit a jump start and a rank change in their second month, just by running nail bars, which is our cornerstone of our business. I mean, I'm so excited about that because those first couple are just related to volume. It says group volume because you can have someone on your team contributing to that volume, but they do not have to be a qualified stylist. And that's a big difference. So when you see leg and you see volume, you don't have to have the leg anymore that senior stylists used to have. It's just about the volume. So when you go through these, you know, it depends on where you're at. We're going to keep encouraging you through this call. If you're either a leader already, so you've been a team leader or above, or even senior stylist, doesn't matter. But if you're interested in either leadership or considering someday leadership, get a call with your enroller, get a call with the closest leader to you, and they can kind of walk you through this a little bit more in detail. So you might already be at a team leader rank right now. You could look at, well, where would you be in the new comp plan? So we're going to keep kind of encouraging that because we don't want to go through every single requirement. That's not what we're doing on this call, but we just want to show you all of those new ranks that are available. Go ahead, Debbie, you can move on to the next one. All right. So one of the big things that is completely new is a rank bonus. And I want to go back to that new stylist. Let's say a new stylist sells 500 in her first month. She hits her first jump start. She's excited, $50 product credit. That's awesome. Rolls into month 2, sells 700, right? Because she's, again, booking those nail bars, working her business, sharing samples. She hits 700. So she hits her jump start that month and she can get a rank bonus of $50 because those first 3 senior stylist, elite stylist, and team builder, you only have to hit it one time to get that bonus. So that's awesome, right? So think about that. She could get that $50 and another $50 if she sold 700 in that month. So again, really focusing on the early wins, right? Next one, elite stylist. Again, the volume is, I think it's 12, is it 1250? Yes, it is. Sorry, I have this in front of me. This is from the back office too. But elite stylist is 1250. So again, it's group volume, so she can have a teammate already, or she doesn't have to. That's something that people sell in a month, is 1250 in GV. So she could get another rank change, you know, and that might not be month 3, but it could be month 4 or 5. So keep getting these wins and earning these are one-time bonuses. But I just think it's so exciting that they're really rewarding at every level. And when you get into the detail of all the levels as well, you also start to earn different levels of commission. So when you get to a different level, like as you're ranking up, you're actually making a different amount on commission of team sales. So if she does have a team or he does have a team, then there's also changes in that. So one of as Debbie said, they really wanted to make sure every rank meant you have a pay change. And that was not the case in the old comp plan. You could be a team leader and promote to director, and because of your structure, maybe not see much of a difference in pay. So they really wanted to emphasize moving along. So if you hit senior and elite in 1 month, you get both bonuses. The answer is yes. And here's the thing. If Color Street has not come out with ours, now these are 2 different things. Our starting rank for these bonuses, career rank, something totally different. Career rank is something that we earn at the end of April, because April 1 is our new commission. At the end of April, when we see where we're at, May 1st or whatever, May whatever, when they run commissions, we'll get a career title. But Color Street is looking at, I believe it's February, to look at where people were then. And also because there's more ranks, they can't just say, oh, you were a team leader, because that may not equate. So they're taking a look at data, and then you're going to be notified what you're eligible for. So we don't know that. I don't know that. So I want to be really clear with that, because some people might say, well, I hit team leader in 2020 and I've been a senior stylist since, or whatever. They're going to help you to they're going to figure that out based on volumes and all of those kinds of things. But yes, you can double promoting it paid on both bonuses. So it's really exciting. I mean, I don't know. I think these rank bonuses are just a huge plus to our compensation plan. And it goes through senior team leader. So that's really exciting. Okay, you want to move on? One more, Debbie? I kind of touched on this, but you're also getting different level bonuses. So if you have a team, okay, so level ones are anybody that is direct to you. So anybody that is direct to me that I enrolled, whatever, that is my level one, I earn a 2% commission off of their sales when I am at the qualified stylist status. That's just qualified stylist, guys. I want to be clear with that, because you weren't earning on levels as a BQ'd stylist. So now at qualified stylist that's selling 300, if you have a team, you can be earning bonuses on your level ones. Senior stylist, same thing, can be earning bonuses on their level ones, but it goes from 2% to 3%. And I know sometimes, again, if you're new or you really haven't earned commission on anybody other than yourself, when you think, I remember thinking when I got in 3%, like 3%, it adds up, you guys, it adds up. And you know what? It's money, it's money you didn't have before, right? But you'd be surprised. Sometimes when you look at the raw numbers, it's like, but I'm telling you, it's awesome. Yes, thank you for answering that, Jackie. I see you guys answering questions in the comments. Appreciate that. If there's something that's not answered, like Debbie said, if we can get to it at the end, we will. I know I'm being a little bit long-winded here, but I'm not going to get into this detail, but you guys can see at every single rank, more money is being earned, which is, again, just super exciting, because that really wasn't the case with the old plan. All right, Debbie, you want to move one more? I think we're on generational bonuses. So generational bonuses, we're not really going to get into tonight. This is definitely more detail at a higher rank level. So generational bonuses are going to start, again, if you're looking at that, it's going to start when you hit the director level. So rank promotions, bonuses stop at senior team leader. But when you hit director, you start earning commission on a generation. A generation is a senior team leader leg. And again,
Want me to add a little more on that one
yeah, go ahead.
up here?
I didn't want to get too much in the weeds about it, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll just add a little bit, and that probably a lot of you have no idea even what they were, because before in the old comp plan, generation bonuses did not even happen until you were an executive that had executives within the same leg. So remember, let's say I have a leg that's Amanda, Susie, and Jenny. Amanda would have to be an executive who has an executive who has an executive. So again, a lot of people never even saw generation bonuses, and they used to only go 3 deep. They have completely changed it that now directors in the new comp plan will be able to hit generation bonuses. So they made it significantly earlier, and look how much deeper it goes. Before, no matter what, I don't care if you were a ruby, or a diamond. If you were a diamond executive, you only ever got paid on 3 generations of executives. Now we go all the way down to 5 generations over there. So again, you're going deeper. And as you notice, the higher rank you go, the bigger percentage you get. So again, it came to a point that our comp plan maxed out, and you didn't necessarily make extra money at different places as you moved up the ranks. Now, the more you keep moving up, they encourage you to move up, because you're going to keep earning higher and higher percentages. So the amount of what they're trying to do is typically as you move up in leadership levels, you have a bigger team and you have more work that you spend on your team. So they're trying to make it so you see the difference in your paycheck because you didn't see it before as much. As you kept moving up from team leader to director, director to senior director, you did not necessarily see that pay increase for the amount of time you were putting in then. All of these bonuses Amanda talked about, and now this, as you keep moving up, you'll get higher levels, which is awesome. But so the generation bonuses now start at director. It's amazing. It's lower, and it's what defines a generation is now a senior team leader. So any director that has a senior team leader, who has a senior team leader, who has a senior team leader all in a leg, each senior team leader becomes a generation. Think of it like a family, I guess. You have your dad, the mom and dad, then, or the grandparents, then the parents, then the kids, then the grandkids. And they're all in the same family. That's what this is like. It would be the director who has a senior team leader, who has a senior team leader, who has a senior team leader. Every one of those becomes a generation within the one leg, okay? So you can get paid, depending what rank you are, down to 5 generations of those senior team leaders in one family or one leg. So I hope that makes sense without overwhelming you too much, but just a little bit more information on it. Anything else you want to add there, Amanda?
No, I just saw, Hallie, I appreciate you being honest, feeling a bit overwhelmed. Because it is overwhelming, and like I said, we've been trained on it many, many, many times over again. And we were very, very, very familiar with the old plan. So we understood generations because we were at a rank that was already earning a generation type bonus. So this is definitely, again, this is something that if leadership is what you're looking for, this can be explained. I guarantee there's leaders on this call right now who are struggling with generation bonuses because it's a lot to take in. So just know that the goal is to earn additional income with every rank.
Yep.
And again, if you weren't there, you don't know that that wasn't always the case. So that was the goal within this structure. And it is shifted some money at the higher ranks also to some mid-level ranks, which is really awesome because they wanted to make sure each step of the way, if somebody's working to grow a business, a real, income that they want, that is, a lot of us are hobbyists. Some of us do this part-time, some of us do it full-time. So they really just wanted to make sure that it was, rewarded appropriately. So it is confusing, but just kind of take bits and pieces, listen to different trainings. I have comp plan notes that I add to every time I listen to a training on comp plan. I just have them typed up. So just a little word of advice there. So, all right, Debbie, let's move on past generation. People getting glassy eyed.
Yeah. Okay, strategic placement. Again, some of you may have never experienced this. What that is if you enroll somebody, you can place them with another team member to give them someone else to work with, to help with promotions, to help with team growth. So before you had to be a team leader to do it. So now you have to be a senior team leader, and you can place people, and again, I know this gets a little crazy, under a senior team builder during the transition plan. So in other words, before you could take somebody and place them with anybody. And what Color Street found was happening is they were just placing people with people that did not want to build a team. And all of a sudden they're getting people with them and they weren't working with them and it all falls apart. So now they want to see if you're going to enroll someone and you're going to place someone, we want you placing with someone who is a senior team builder, and then it'll become under a team leader. Because they know the business. They're already enrolling, they're already building a team. They have shown that they want to do that. So if we're going to move people, we're going to put them with people who are actively building and engaged in their business. So that's really the shift there, is now we have to place with people who are already building a team. It can't help them start building a team because that doesn't often work. And they have found that. So again, during the transition period, we can place under senior team builders. After that, it'll be team leaders, okay? I'm sorry, wait, senior team leaders under okay, let me look at my sheet, okay. Senior team leader is where you get placement. And for right now, yes, okay, you can put them under senior team builders. In October, it'll be under a team leader. So in other words, right now, you can place them at a little bit of a lower level, and then they'll have to be placed underneath the team leader after that. Okay, so I know that part is a lot. Okay. All right, so let me add this in before I do the next part. As Amanda said, if you want to know more about leadership, or you are a leader, or you're a senior stylist and you're wanting to know more and you're confused, please schedule a call with an upline leader who is understanding the comp plan. So reach out to your enroller, or reach out to your first in line leader and say, hey, are you understanding the new comp plan? I want to get more of a call. Keep going up until you find the person in your lineage that is understanding the comp plan and can take a call with you. All right, so we're happy to take calls, those of us who understand, but you just, figure out who that person is in your lineage so we can help you, because we want you to understand. It can be a foreign language, but once you get it, I don't know, to me, it's so fun and exciting. I love it. I love learning it. So it is cool to learn, as Jackie said in the comments. If you look at one rank above, that can help too. Or if you look at, you want to be able to, place people. So your first goal might be to be a senior team leader. Then you might say, you know what, I want to get those extra generation bonuses. Now I know I want to become a director. So you could also kind of pinpoint different levels according to what perk you see comes with that level. All right. This one is a little bit tricky, I'm going to be honest. Okay, transition bonuses. Color Street didn't want us to stop working because we have a new comp plan coming out. So what these transition bonuses are is they're giving rewards for people right now in this phase of the business, and some of these will pay out through next year. So the first one is the Build Fast, Pay More transition bonus. So that's anyone on this call that has been a stylist before March 1st. So if you were all in before in February or before, from 2017 through now, you can get an additional 5% on your levels 1 through 5 for any new team builder leg that's created between March and September. So in other words, let's say I, who have been in since the first day of the company, enroll somebody next month. That person I enroll next month in April becomes a team builder. A team builder is a person who has 2,000 volume in one leg. That's not even what we, like a senior stylist, had to have. So that should not be hard to create if you're enrolling. I would get an extra 5% on their leg from the month they hit that team builder. So if it was April, for April, May, June, July, August, September, for 6 months. So if I enrolled someone in September that became a team builder, I would get that extra 5% for the next 6 months. So some of these bonuses will be paid out through next year, okay? So I know, again, that can be tricky. Just know you can earn extra money. So again, ding, 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 put that, ooh, if I enroll people, I want to get them to a team builder between now and September. I want to get as many team builders as I can between now and September, because I'm going to be earning an extra 5% on their legs. Just keep that in your head, okay? For the short note of it. The second transition bonus that you can get is, this is, kind of with generations like we talked about. A stylist who joins before April 1st, that's with the new comp plan, and they're paid as a director or higher for 11 months between April and next March, their generation bonuses double on any new senior team leader legs that become a senior team leader leg for the first time within that time frame. Again, I could not repeat this without the words in front of me. I understand it, but I couldn't repeat it. So don't just call me and say, what is that one? Because I'll need to read it. So I know you probably need to too. All right, so that bonus you will not even see till next March. But again, if you are a leader right now, just keep that in your head. If you're a director, and as long as you keep that rank for 11 months in the next year-ish, so in other words, pretty much the whole time, and you promote new senior team leader legs, between that time, you'll get double generation bonuses, okay? I'm not gonna give any more on that because I know it's confusing, but I feel like I need to mention it because there's extra money to be earned in this next year. All right, Amanda.
Sorry, I was muted. Okay, so you know, start making your plan in terms of know where you are now. So I know what I have, you know, been on calls with some leaders already, where we were just taking a look at, you know, February structure. What did your February structure and volume look like? And you might say, well, that wasn't as high as a month of whatever. You can look at any month you want. I chose to look at February because that's the closest. So I wanted to see where I would have been in February if that was what rank was based off of that month. So try to map out where you are. These bubble sheets that are in the back office are so super helpful. We will walk you through them. I know this is not going to be our only Zoom either. I just want you to know, I know other leaders on this team have heard this multiple times. It'd be really nice. And I know I'm willing to do them. I know there's other leaders that are willing to do them. Just a Zoom call that's just on the basics. What's the difference with compensation? You know, what's in those first couple of ranks? Because like you said, looking at the entire plan is overwhelming. And when I started in Color Street, I was not thinking about executive director or senior executive director. I was looking at senior stylist. And then I was looking at team leader. And so when you look at this as a whole, it's your eyes are glassy. It's always good to look at the future, to look at the next rank or two ranks. Where do you want to be in 5 years? What kind of income do you want to earn? But know where you are now and just get an idea of where you want to be. And then make a plan. Work with your upline, your enroller, your closest leader. Anybody is we can help you out. I promise you, this is not just a one-time we're going to present and this is, you know, what you have to digest and learn it on your own. But we definitely want to do that. There's a, you know, for those that are already in leadership position, we've got a team leader call coming up that we're going to talk a little more about the leadership piece, but we are willing to break it down. Just let us know, even if you just let us know what would be helpful for you guys, we can help you guys plan a little bit better. So breaking down smaller little trainings, I think would be helpful. And we're definitely willing to do that, but you got to do the work too. You got to start looking at, just look at this page from the back office. The one that says marketing phase, and it goes through the first couple of ranks. If this is where you are, look at that, right? And just start to learn PV, GV, even some of the terminology, and just start to get familiar with it. What would it take for me to be a senior stylist? What would it take for me to be an elite stylist? So just kind of start there is just my best piece of advice. So capped, yes, Marie, Eve, capped volume starts over every month. The only thing that ever lasts with you is your lifetime volume, but capped volume also, it's important to note, if you're familiar with capped volume starts at senior team builder. Again, that's different than our old comp plan. So if you're familiar with capped volume, that's a whole nother thing, but that starts at a different level here too. So just starting to familiarize yourself. Look at all the little notes in here and okay, this is where I am. Again, this is where I want to be. This is where I'd love to be in 5 years, you know, and start small. I start small, set those small goals of booking the business basics. I don't care if you're a senior executive like me or a brand new stylist. We all do the same thing. We book nail bars and that's our business. So, you know, think of how you could get to that next level through our business basics. So that's my 2 cents, Debbie. I'll turn it back over to you.
And kudos to you. I love how you said, you know, you got to put the work in too, just like everything else, everything in life. You put in what you get out, right? If you want to understand this, you got to make an effort, and we're going to do as much as we can to help you understand it. But you got to start understanding part of it, because some of our stuff translates over, some of the vocabulary and stuff. So again, we're here for your support, and we're more than happy to help answer questions.
Yeah, and Dar talked about capped versus group. So group volume is just your total volume. If you have a team of 10 people and you have a group volume of 2,000, that's fine. But your capped volume means that one leg cannot count for more than 50% of your volume. So it's harder to calculate, but luckily the back office does it for you. It always tells you your capped volume. You're welcome to calculate that yourself. But it's not something that honestly I calculate a whole lot on my own, but there is a difference. And again, if you've been in leadership, you've noticed a difference. If you're not quite sure how that's calculated, again, we can walk you through that. It's probably a little bit late in the call to try to describe that, but there is a difference. Thank you, Dar, for putting that in there, because that can definitely be confusing. But structure is so different with this new plan. We didn't even talk about structure, but structure is so different with the new comp plan. So, okay, go ahead, Debbie.
And the one thing about cap volume to understand, the reason for having cap volume is this. People talk about like a pyramid scheme or something where one person sits at the top and just relies on everybody else. You can't enroll this person who's a rock star and they're killing it and they come in and they promote and they're blah, 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 and they're great. And you just sit back and do nothing. You have to always be working and building other legs. That's why they're saying build wide. You want many legs doing lots of things. You can't rely on one leg that's going to just be this gravy train for you. That's why no more than half of what you do can come from that one leg. And it's to make us balance, and it's to make it so it doesn't, we can't just sit there and count on one person. We have to always be working our business and creating and, having lots of different legs that are working, if that makes sense. So that's the reasoning behind the cap volume. Okay, so we have some cool tools and training coming along with this. So this is what they've come out with the different ranks. Jackie, did you want to do this one or no? Oh, you popped on my camera all of a sudden.
I did?
Yeah, I thought you popped on because you were like wanting to do it.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was muted too.
Oh no, just your face popped up, which is funny.
Oh, sorry.
So
No,
the
go ahead.
stylist, the qualified stylist, senior stylist, and elite stylist. Again, we'll have the all stylist Tuesday training still for all those levels. Connect the dots, which typically are Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then the annual conference, which this coming up year is in Phoenix. Those are things that will be available to all those people at that marketer phase. As you move up, more things get offered to you. The developer phase, your team builder, senior team builder, team leader, senior team leader. We will have specific team leader to senior team leader training, of which, if you are interested in becoming a senior team leader, you have to be a current senior stylist right now. If you are interested in becoming a senior team leader, Color Street is having trainings for the next 3 Wednesdays at 7 Central. This week is on enrolling, then it will be onboarding, then looking for new rising stars, and then I can't remember the last week. But there's 4 weeks of training for those people. If you are interested, that's going to be they're going to start offering special training. You'll get an enroller checklist at this level. You'll get some special home office training and special sessions at conference. How cool is that? The leadership phase, once you're into director, senior director, executive director, or elite director, and then, or executive director and elite executive director, is that the order? Okay, it's one of those two or the other. You will get Leader Day at National Conference. So Leader Day used to start with team leader. Now it will start with director. So keep that in mind. I don't know about this year, but I don't know if that's what they mean by this coming up conference. Train the Trainer series, a new series. You get to host monthly meetings provided by home office. You have an invitation to the Future Senior Director Boot Camp. So some of these are new opportunities coming up. Okay, the ED. So I need to just figure out if that's the elite or the executive. Do you have that right in front of you, someone?
Yeah, ED is elite director.
Okay, all right. So elite director and up gets the monthly coaching calls with field development, an invitation to our Leader Summit where we just went to the Bahamas. Next year it's in Hollywood, Florida. And then your executive director and up, you get to help develop quarterly business plan with home office. How cool is that? And then Gemstones get the home office incentive trip, which this year I think was in January.
Yeah, in that corporate field development call, they're hiring corporate field leaders right now.
Yeah,
So we've never had that before because we don't have access to anybody else. So this is important. And I mentioned to some of my French Canadians earlier, and I know Marie Eve is on here as a bilingual stylist, but they are working to get a French person specifically to work with French stylists. And I'm assuming they would do the same thing with Spanish. We just asked about French since Canada's new. So just know that those things are coming along with more coaching at more of a regional level. I think that's important. So they're really working to bridge the gap between corporate and the teams in the field.
yeah. And give all of us more training, which is what we've asked for years. So it's amazing we're at that point now. Okay. All right. Amanda and I think we got all these. I know the dates, it's been nothing but confusing. But if you want to screenshot this, we think we got the dates. Everything we could think of. So the new PMP changes started in February, which were, you know, there were 4. You can, the will, well, actually the will is still coming up, I think. That might have been March 1st. You can now advertise or boost a post in your VIP group. You can now advertise that you're doing a drawing on your personal page. And was there one more? There was one more, I can't think of it. So those are your PMP changes. Jumpstart started March 1st. The rolling 3-month to keep your downline started March 1st. So in other words, March 1st, between March, April, and May, in order to keep your downline, you need to sell a rolling 300, which means you could do 100, 100, 100, 150, 50, 50. But again, remember, if you have a downline, you have to sell 300 a month to get paid on them. So if you're not selling 300 a month, you're not making money anyway from your downline. But you will completely lose them after that rolling 3-month if you don't have 300 within those 3 months. 6 months to stay active. So we used to have it where, you know, 5 months without BQ, you'd fall out. Then they got rid of it. It's really not much different, just FYI, if you're panicking, every 6 months you have to put a sale in. So basically it's for the person who literally is buying it to buy an occasional set of nails. They have to buy 1 set within 6 months and they remain active. So it's not that huge of a deal, but that will start March 1st. Our price changes, our increase, March 21st. Again, everything in the world is going up, especially right now with even more now with everything in Russia. So we have to kind of keep up with things. We did our first price increase. Comp plan transitional phase, April 1st. All right, then the full comp plan, October 1st. Our career rank, which will be your 6-month. And again, don't get all caught up in career rank. All it means is you're going to hold your rank for 6 months. If they have a conference coming up, and let's say you were a executive, and then the month before conference, you hit senior director, and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to go to conference as a senior director. I'm so sad. You'll hold that career rank for 6 months. So that's what that means. Your pay is going to change monthly by what you achieve. So this is literally just for opportunities they offer where they're going to say your career rank will get you blah, 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 in case you fall back in rank. Career rank can always be moved up. It just holds in case you have a month where you didn't do your business as well and it fell back, you fell backwards. They're going to hold that higher rank for those 6 months. That's all that means. And that's everything on there. Anything else you want to add, Amanda?
You mean just hold it for like just namesake, right?
Yeah,
like
just
you're always-
namesake. It's
Yeah, you
nothing
know
to
you're
do with
always
pay.
you're always paid on your paid as rank.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
always confusing with career rank. We've never
I
had,
know.
but
Because
yeah,
we
so-
have career rank before and people would get sad because they miss it for a month and something would come up and then they wouldn't, you know, they would lose that. So now just your title holds for 6 months, but you have to still achieve it every month to get paid that way. All right. Okay, then again, just take some action. You can take a picture of this. Amanda talked about this. Make a plan, map where you are, get those bubble charts out, identify what you need for the next step, commit to it. with your enroller, your upline, and accountability, a cross sister partner, somebody of where you want to be in the new comp plan. Then of course, what do you have to do? You have to do that 10-2-1 we talked about. Share the opportunity, or color 10 people, share the opportunity with 2 people, and hold a nail bar a week. Book nail bars, get new hosts. We always have to have new people. Our current people will die out. You got to get new people. All right, and share the opportunity with every host and at least a guest. Then here's just kind of some, again, hopefully you're getting the updates. Oh, we have had people do this. Look over here on the left side. If you're looking for resources, make sure over on the left side, you see that the different languages are over there, okay? I know Canadians a couple times didn't have it under that, and so their back office was showing empty. You have to have it underneath Canada in order for all the stuff to flow if you're marked as being a Canadian stylist. Swag, we're supposed to be getting more, but here's some exciting swag things. We're just waiting for those more items. And of course, we know that, oh, and the developmental disability sold out, we all know, fast. I think that actually is probably our first one that sold out that fast. I didn't say that, but so they did add a new Canadian foundation today, which was exciting. What I thought I wrote the name down, but I don't see it in my notes. Anyway, there's a new Canadian. We're giving $20,000 to this new foundation, and they will be making, as they said, small amount to put back out there. So I don't know what that means. We'll get more information. It probably means they're probably running spring and they're probably running Easter. And so again, it's all a timing thing. They can't just whip out sets of polish. It all has to go within the system of when things are scheduled to run. Because remember, there's a whole process with everything too. So probably they have to try to fit it in between getting everything ready for spring launch is my guess, but that's only a guess. All right, and that's everything. Anything else you want to add, Amanda or Jackie? Again, there's business tools available at the portal, customer service hours, compliance. You take a picture of that if you ever need that. If you're ever wondering, should I do this? Or you see that person out there selling where they shouldn't be, that's who you send it to. Anything else you guys want to add?
No, I think just, on the team leader call, those of you that are already team leader above, and we'll talk a little more about structure, because the structure is totally different with this plan in terms of ranks, and it's way easier to figure out with this guide. So even though this looks like, Chinese to some of you and to me for a long time, it's actually pretty easy to use once you've learned it. So that's something that we'll go over on that call. So if you can be on that call, and we can do that for the team too at some point, those of you wanting to do more of the leadership piece. So
perfect. All right. I know it's a lot. I noticed some people dropped off, which means they're probably like, what the heck? But hopefully this helps explain it better. Again, there's 2 different trainings in your virtual office underneath comp plan. You can go look up those trainings, but the more you keep trying to learn it, the better off you are. And part of it's just going to be, we just got to start at April 1st. And then, then it'll all start to make more sense as well. We fully expect once people are in it, we'll be getting more calls for, okay, now I'm in it. Now I see where I am. Now help me get to the next level. So we're fully aware that, come April, we'll have a better grasp on what things will look like, April and May. So just be patient with it. It's going to be great. It's going to be so good for all of us. So keep trying to learn it and keep reaching out to us. All right. Thank you. Let me unmute everybody. Oh, that's funny. It says mute all. I thought everybody was muted. Is everyone that quiet?
No.
Oh, I forgot I'm on my husband's and it doesn't it doesn't let me unmute people. I have to ask people, which is so weird.
It
So
worked now. Now it unmuted.
there, I just clicked it so you guys can unmute yourself. So thanks so much, you guys.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank
See you later.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.